What is up, players? It's Warboss Tay up in this mug, making the video for day 12 of my Summer Painting Challenge 2024. And I'm going to be showing you how I use Geek Gaming Scenics Base Ready Scatter. In this case, we're going to be using Scrub Lens, and I'm going to be finishing my Iron Blaster. After the epic journey of putting together and painting this Iron Blaster, I'm going to be showing you how I apply the base scatter to all of my Ogor miniatures, and I've got similar products I'm going to be applying to my Skaven bases and pretty much all of my bases from now on. So this bag of scatter is called Scrub Lens, and so they're meant to look like they're, I guess, like in the mountainous regions. There's a little bit of static grass, there are some clumps of green foliage, and various like dirt and grit and little pebbles. I'm going to be using this basing glue, also from Geek Gaming Scenics, fast drying. It goes on so easily, and compared to regular, so you might say, well, just use Elmer's glue or white glue. I've also got this tool here that I'm going to be using to spread out the glue. But the thing I love about this glue, a little bit of it dried right at the point there, so I do have to remember, just peel that off every time you go, because it's going to gunk up the whole works. So very simple, just pull that little bit off, and then it goes on so smooth compared to white glue. Okay, yeah, like I was saying, if I'm gonna just say, well, I'll just save money and use PVA white glue, what I usually have to do is pour some of it onto the base and then take a brush, like an old brush with some water, and spread it out and mix the water with the glue. This glue, the consistency is perfect. It goes on so easily, so smooth, and all you have to do is spread it around. Spread it around like butter. Spread it. And it would be a little bit easier if I had like a really junky, like 99-cent brush. You know, those packs that you get, my first paint set from like Walmart or something, where you get like 20 brushes for 99 cents, some ridiculous like that. But I'm going with this tool here just to make it look a little bit more aesthetically pleasing. And I'm just working off of like a white, we call them luau tables, but a white fold out table. I don't have any like newspaper or anything spread out, so I'm going to be doing this over a paper plate. And doing this will also allow me to collect the leftover and put it back into the bag. What I'm actually going to be doing is moving everything into a Tupperware, so it'll be easier, and it's gonna make it so I won't just knock over the bag and spill it all over the place. Or my son, who always seems to find the best ways to do that. Okay, so normally with a smaller infantry size figure, I would just dip it into the bag, but because I've got the plate here, I'm just gonna be spreading it around the base and trying to avoid getting any of it onto the other parts of the model so they don't stick there. This product is fantastic. I really love how easy it is. I don't have to paint anything on the base. I don't have to paint the the rubble and the rocks and everything. Then I just move it around. I realized when I was doing this though that I'm loosening the front. If you look right under the Rhinox's chin, I'm getting some of it on the clumps, like all clumped up right there, and then it's gonna start to fall off and separate. So I probably should have just let it sit a little bit and then try to move it around. But I thought, I'll just move the base ready rubble, all that, while the glue is still drying, and just take some of it on your finger, or you could use like a little spoon or something and just spread it evenly. I noticed you're gonna see after this in the glamour shots that I hadn't gotten any of the glue directly underneath the carriage. So I did go back after I filmed this part, squeeze some glue directly underneath, and then just spread some of that scatter. You won't see it 90% of the time, but if you do pick up the model, it was a noticeable, like, oh, what is that? All right, back after the break. always, thank you to my patrons for supporting Warboss Tay Studios through Patreon. If you would like to join them and help out, then you could click the link below, take you right to Patreon, where you can join up and become a patron of Warboss Tay Studios. It really does mean so much to me to have this little extra bit of support with everything that's going on. Having my Patreon foundation, my support system there, it is really, it cannot be overstated how much I appreciate having you guys there supporting me. And if you want to support my work, if you like my videos just enough to say, okay, I want to see more of this guy's stuff, then click the like button, leave me a comment. That helps nudge my videos a little bit further up the algorithm. And if enough of us do that, then maybe I can start racking up those big numbers, baby. All right, let's move on to the question of the day. And remember, if you want to take part in the summer painting challenge, if you have something that you want to paint up and you think, oh, this daily questions and posting every day, this looks like fun. You don't have to post every day. In fact, if you need to take breaks, the whole goal of it is find 31 days throughout the months of summer. Spread them out, work when you can, post when you can, answer the daily questions, have fun, engage in a fun community. Then join the Discord, or just leave your answers down below in the comments and just let me know what you're working on and what your answers to the daily questions are. It might be fun. All right, what is the most unusual color scheme that you've tried? This is a color scheme that I've tried when I was really out there experimenting with different color schemes, different colors and paints, going outside of my comfort zone. And I would like to revisit it one day because I think the fluff and the lore for this unit is just really terrific. And that would be the Emperor's Children, that pink and black baby. Oh man, it's so jarring, so garish to look at. If you're able to execute it really well, then my hat's off to you. But here we go. I did a tutorial for this guy a few years back, and this was a color scheme I'd never tried before, using pink predominantly. And I used all of the pink colors. I tried to figure out a way to balance it just enough with the black trim. I would like to go back to it, I think, because the colors are great, especially when you shade that pink with the red, so it's not just pure bubblegum pink, and then you mix it with those other chaos elements. Balance it out with the black trim. I think it's a good one. So yeah, Emperor's Children for me. That's my answer for day 12. And we're going to end here just with some glamour shots of the Iron Blaster. I placed him up on eBay for $2.99, and you might think $299, holy cow. But I think the amount of work that I put into it, the love. They say, you know, when you price something out to sell it, for all of you commission painters or you people thinking about putting your stuff on eBay, don't think about what the going rate is. Just think about what value you would put onto your work as a creative. And that's the amount that I put on it. And if somebody comes back and says, I don't think it's worth that much, but I'll give you like $100 for it, then I don't know, send me an offer. We'll see. I probably won't accept $100 though. But I absolutely love this figure. It's one of my favorite Ogre Kingdoms figures. Just the detail they pack into it. You're always going to find something new when you look at this model. And when you're turning it around in your hand, you're going to say like, oh, wow, I had no idea he's got like a pistol there. I had no idea the wheels were made out of like millstones. There's just so much to look at and find on this model. So it's one of my favorites. It might be my favorite in the Ogre Kingdoms range. I have to think about it a little bit more. But that'll do it. This is a wrap-up for the Ogre Kingdoms Iron Blaster Cannon. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you tomorrow for day 13.